James said, what's your follow-up process look like? Once you have a lead that's looking to sell, say 6 months out, how often do you reach out or send emails? And what do those emails calls look like? I did create, because everybody was asking me, like, what do you do? What do you do? But then it became, what do you say aside from what do you do? You can purchase this. It's like screenshots of this is my whole follow-up process. You can get that. And if you wanted to create your Mojo as your CRM, so you're not having to buy a separate CRM, I do also have this for sale, because let's face it, if you don't pay for it, you're not going to use it. I could buy you a book for free. You're not going to read it. I could give you the keys to the kingdom. If it's free, you're probably not going to open the door. I show you step by step by step by step, including screenshots of my text messages, my video text, how, like, everything's on there. And I know a lot of people watching have already got their fair share.
Your calling session is now complete.
And they are loving it, and they're like, wow, this is so simple and easy. So feel free to check that out. And I also share all the stuff that I use for my follow-ups, which is like my handwritten note cards, the business magnet cards, and you can feel free. I get all of that on Amazon. And I go inexpensive. I don't have fancy softwares and programs and marketing stuff. I don't have a listing presentation. I don't do a bunch of automation. I do more manual and bring like the whole human touch and experience to my leads, so they know, like, and trust me. So if you wanted to buy any of that stuff, George,
please leave your message.
It is in the description. It's like the real estate toolkit. I'm gonna have to rename that. I just found you on YouTube, and I am super excited to follow your journey. Yay! Thank you. I know I want to hit 1 million a year. I don't know how many years that's going to take me. Even if it takes me 10, I'm going to keep going. Right. Last year I did 101,230 to be exact. And this year I'm going to be past that. So I'm like, let's go 2025. I'm a new agent and cannot wait to learn more from you. Oh, you're so welcome. I mean, so many agents are watching. This is really for real estate agents, although I know there's like mortgage loan officers that come on here, insurance sales guys, wholesalers, investors. But literally, I'm just cold calling the whole city and the city above me. Like, I'm just sitting here dialing my little heart away, trying to feed my family. So thanks for joining. I'm so glad. And if you haven't already, feel free to join the Facebook group. There's a bunch of realtors in there.
Been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is
just like a nice little community, so you guys can ask each other questions on there, because otherwise then you're just like only when I'm live. So I figured, let me give you guys an area where you guys can chit chat. And then for anybody who wants to join the Mojo League, they can.
Please leave your message for.
So great. Nice to see you. James said, awesome. Thank you so much. Awesome info. I appreciate it. Absolutely. You're very welcome. Kristen, hi. Did my calls today, 2 hours and 2 leads, 1 to 3 years out. Wow, that is like music to my ears. That is so beautiful. You guys are going on appointments, you're getting leads, you're putting in the time, you're getting your own results. That is freaking amazing. I love it. Can whoever posted the number of hours per closing post the formula? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't remember who that was. I feel like his name started with an A, but I know it wasn't Aaron. It was somebody, and there was no face. It was just like a letter, or it was just like a random picture. Posted the number of hours per closing. Yeah, because he said it takes me 26 and a half hours to get to a closing. Carolina, I got an appointment this morning and went and met the owner this afternoon. Yay. Oh, tell me more. Tell me more. Was it a FSBO? Was it an expired? Was it a circle? For my circle prospects, you guys, like, I don't even go like on appointments per se. Yes, they're appointments, but honestly, they're just more meet and greets. They're more meet and greets. So the first time I meet somebody, it's just to break the ice. And I always joke around. I'm like, oh, I'm in the neighborhood. Let me pop by, because you never know. What if you don't like me? Let's find out now. And they always laugh. But the next time when they do decide to meet, they have already known me for months, and I've already been following up with them for months. So then when it comes to just like listing, all we're really talking about is like what they need to do to prep their property, as well as what
The Google subscriber you have called is not available.
as well as like what we're going to list it at, and just having that pricing conversation. They don't really ask me about my marketing. They don't ask me about my sales. They don't ask me if I have a team. They don't ask me about my days on market. They don't ask me about, they don't ask me any.
Please leave your message.
They don't ask me any of that, because they've already seen me, researched me, Googled me. I've met with them. I've been nurturing them. And so they're like, their whole trust is in me, and they're like, she's going to get the job done. And I'm on the single line dialer. So if you're on the single line dialer, I'm right there with you. All good. I'm not looking to convince anyone. Not looking to convince anyone. Krishna. Hello, hello. What are the most effective
729.
What are the most effective strategies to generate strong word of mouth referrals for selling property in a small town where personal connections, community reputation hold more influence than ads? That is actually a really great question. I cold call. Can't answer that question. Can somebody else help him? I don't know. Actually, you know what, Krishna, can you help out? I don't know if you know the answer, but if you happen to have an idea, that would be great. Because a lot of the sellers that I help honestly leave. By zeros, where you been? On my break, so I tuned in. Awesome. FedEx killed me today. LOL. Oh dear. Oh man, I'm so sorry. That's rough. Well, if I can say anything, I know there are realtors here that work full time. Well,
please leave your message for
that work full time and part time, and I know they call during their lunch break. They're calling after work. They're calling before work. Just even 30 minutes or an hour, just to get some momentum, something coming. I know even Sonia, very admirable. She calls from 6 to 7 after her job, and then she calls on the weekends. Amazing, and people are starting to like get some traction. So I hear you. Got it. Who was it they said? I'm not worried about your 9 to 5, or like, I don't care about your 9 to 5. I want to know what you're doing from your 5 to 9 job. Like, what's your 5 to 9 to get out of your 9 to 5? I literally come just to learn from you. Oh my God, you're so sweet.
Has been forwarded to voicemail. The person.
And honestly, like, I love sharing everything that I've learned. I don't even know if I'm the right person to be teaching you guys, but because all I can do is go off of like what I've experienced, all the mistakes that I've made. Lord knows I've made so many. But at the same time, just like working, I guess, who was it? I think it was Layla Hermosi I saw the other day. She's like, 5 years ago, I stopped listening to business books and just realized the faster I make the mistakes, the faster I'm going to learn. So she put books down and she's like, let me just start making mistakes. Like, let's get into business. Let's just go. Like, let's do this. And I was like, yes. There you go. Diosa Symphony said, Krishna, that's a great question. It is a good question because I wish I knew.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Sorry.
I just moved to a smaller rural town myself and looking to find a strategy. I find speaking with a lot of locals and attending different locals event help. That's great. I would say, well, I guess I'm in a larger city and there's like, 100,000 realtors here. So like everyone and their mother and their barber and their chef, everybody's a realtor here. And I know that like the older realtors, like in their 40s, 50s, 60s, are all up in those local communities. And I've attended them. I'm like, ugh. And mind you, I moved here without knowing anyone, no family, no friends, no job, nothing. And I moved here and I made it. But I don't have like a referral. The only thing, I don't really have a say. I don't have a say in this. I don't know. I don't have the answer because I don't do it. I wish there was, but I was even having this conversation with my husband. I was like, you know what? I just rather cold call and talk to strangers. They're the only ones that are giving me opportunities because everybody here has like a best friend, a wife, a sister, someone they grew up with, someone they went to school.
Please leave your message for
school with, somebody they work with. It's just like endless. Money by Zero said, yeah, I'm currently working on saving up some funds so I can prepare for full time. I'm tired of making others rich. It's time I start making myself 100% love. Yes, I totally get it. The only thing I would say though is instead of, I know I've heard people are like, save 3 months, save 6 months. But I think just to ease off a lot of that pressure, I like it again, if I could have done it all over again and I had a full-time job and I was like saving or whatever, I would probably just save like for a year to really have that massive cushion where you're not stressing, because even when you do get going, you might experience the roller coaster a little bit because you're trying to freak out, because that's what I did for
Please leave your message.
That's what I did for 2024 was because like I got busy and my calling prospecting went like this, like total landslide because I got busy. And so I don't want to do that to myself. And that's my hard lesson that I'm learning right now. I was like, damn it, how do I make myself not have a roller coaster? So that's why I'm going crazy on cold calling. And it's going to eat away at your brain, your mental state, your self-esteem, your ego. Like it's a lot of emotions mentally of like, oh my God, I'm just going to go get a full-time job. Like this is so hard. So I would just say, if you're going to save, maybe do a year.
Please leave your message for.
But listen, to each their own. To each their own. Maybe at one point, if you need to do part-time, you need to do what you need to do. David, so I have people that will call me back and say, I missed your call. Is there an easy way to go back and find out who they are? Matt actually brought this up. I don't know if you have an Android or an iPhone, but I think you can like download the Mojo app. I haven't done it myself. I just go back and try to find the number, but sometimes it's hard. 100%. And I used to try and do that. I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have my laptop open. So when I get a missed call, I'm going to jump onto Mojo, figure out who it is.
Has been forwarded to voicemail.
But you'd be surprised. Like a good majority of them are wrong numbers. Because I've answered. I've done everything you can possibly think of. I've answered and they're like, no, wrong number. I'm like, ugh. So what was that was a waste of me running to my computer, looking them up, and then it being a wrong number. So then I just started answering and just being generic, like, oh yeah, it was about your house. And they're like, what house? I'm like, I gotta look it up. That was funny. Who are you with? I own my own company. It feels good. You'd be surprised. It's shocking once I got my own brokerage, the reaction of people. I was like, oh, it's almost like they respect you more, which I did not anticipate. I thought they would be like, oh, you're a small little brokerage and you're not a traditional brokerage. Like, I don't really want to deal with you. But instead they're like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like, what? Ooh, good question. I don't. I only know of one realtor that does use Nextdoor, but I don't want shiny object syndrome. I rather focus on my YouTube channel. My other YouTube channel, this is my second one, but the other one is primarily for sellers and buyers, which is how I get buyers for my listings and how I stand out as a realtor. And it's my value proposition to sellers. Cold call outbound for very inexpensively. And then I build up my other YouTube channel to generate inbound buyer leads. And then it's a marketing tool that I use for sellers. So I focus on those two. So no, I don't use Nextdoor. Eddie said, I learned a lot from you. The biggest thing is just watching someone do it, right? Thank you, Eddie. That's actually super sweet. Some people, God, the amount of like responses, the way people answer. I will never do the yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. I'm sure the other Matt and Sergio remember when I got that one. I was like, I could not do it. Sorry, Eddie. Let me finish this comment here. The biggest thing is just watching someone do it and being so open and honest about the process. So many fakes in this space. Seriously. I don't know about you guys, but have you Googled some of these people? Like, have you looked in the MLS? Like, Eddie, you and I, well, wait, if you have Matrix, you probably can't look them up. I know on Flex, I can look up realtors' productions, but like there's still other ways of checking people's production or whatever it is. But yeah, I'm like, there was someone, a new person I found, I don't know if it was Instagram or YouTube, and I pulled them up and they were talking about their whole like call and do this and the whole mindset thing. And then I saw that they only had one sale in the last 5 years or something. And I was like, what the hell? It was so weird. It was so weird. I'm like, how can you have the audacity to come on here and pretend you know what you're doing when you've only had one sale? And it's crazy. Oh, I know. I actually saw an interview of some Instagrammer who does these video walkthrough tours, and he was talking big game. And then, mind you, this was an interview from a year ago, and the guy hasn't sold anything in the last 2 years. I was like, why did you do the interview? So weird. I don't know. Anyways, I could go down that whole rabbit hole, but I'm not going to. Hence, I never name drop. I don't say who. Do never, ever, ever repeat anyone's name. I hung up on them. I don't like dead air. You guys know that. John said, I think that FCC rule or WE is about the 90% calls that you make. You have to be able to talk. I'm not sure, but I'm going to have to look up on that because I'm very nerdy. And I thank you. I'm going to look into that because I have read like all the rules about emails, all the rules about texting, all the rules about voicemail, because like that whole slide dial thing, that's a whole nother set of rules. The whole thing about calling, the whole thing about the DNC. So thank you for that. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to kind of figure out exactly what it is that's all about that. What's your other YouTube channel? It's just my first and last name. It's okay. You can find me though. It's just my first and last name, Adela Phillipson. But I want to say, when buyers find me from YouTube, they're like, you're the only nice female on there. And they'll name like the same, well, I should say other four, because they always say there's only 5 people on YouTube that are Fort Lauderdale, and they name all the same ones. So I'm like one of the 5 in the city that they always mention, which is awesome. I mean, dude, that took me over 2 years to build. Oh, shoot. Where did I leave off? Mojo is still going. Okay. Where did I leave off on your comments? Where was I? Oh, yeah, here. Okay. Money by zeros. I'm trying to save year, but I'm in New York. Bills. Oh God, New York. I feel you. That's hard. Oof. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, listen, I moved to Fort Lauderdale. I was in Santa Monica. That shit was high. That was expensive. So you moved to a less expensive place. You know what I mean? I'm moving to Naples soon, I think, and I'm gonna do the whole YouTube thing. Beautiful. I like Naples. So Naples is actually an hour and a half direct shoot west from Fort Lauderdale. So pretty, so pretty. Like the beach there is so much prettier than here in Fort Lauderdale. It's insane. I took my mom and kids for a day trip. It was awesome. So yeah, totally. I know there's a few people who watch, including Matt. He's doing YouTube, and honestly, if I had to start all over again, I would have just done what Sue Min Kim is doing and Neva Realty Group. They're killing it. And it's just walkthrough videos, walk through it. None of that living in vlogging lifestyle stuff, because YouTube doesn't really understand what the hell your channel's about. They need to know, like, for sure what your channel's about. And it takes them like 90 days to figure you out. So now, since I switched to those listing videos, I started getting more traction. Like I hardly post now, and I still like tick, 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 get subscribers. And I have people calling me. I mean, the videos I do are for my listings now. So like I did that earlier today. And people will see my videos, not just on YouTube, but on realtor.com, not really Zillow, but other platforms, and they'll call me directly. They're like, I saw your video. I'm interested. That's how I'm getting buyers. Where are you, Lorraine? Okay. Hello. Haven't joined your last lives. It's okay. Now say added to the script that it's a cold call. Oh, it's number 4. Wait, maybe I'm not understanding this comment correctly. Now say added to the script that it's a cold call. Also had to go back to Enzo. I wanted to like Mojo, but it didn't work for me. No worries. But no, I transcribed like 29 of my voice recordings, whatever. So if you haven't already downloaded the free prospecting guide, which I think you did, Lorraine, it's just number 4. That's what I used to say like months ago. I think it was like more like November, December is when I was saying that a lot before like the whole realtor, you're going to hate me thing. So yeah, no, it's a cold call is kind of what I was doing, because I wanted, and they were all recordings for my leads. So I was like, okay, what was I saying before? Because I feel like every month, every 2 months, I evolve, I change. Like whatever I'm saying now, I probably won't be saying in 2 months. So that's number 4 on page 2. So if you guys want to grab it, download it, it's free. Money by zeros. I know you've been a realtor for a couple years. It'll be 5 years in July, to be exact. I heard about some lawsuit that's supposed to change things for realtors. Did it affect you in any way? No, because believe it or not, I knew it and I saw it coming. My traditional broker at the time, which if you go watch my why I left the realtor companies that I was with before, I actually had heard about it, and I told him, I was like, dude, there's this like massive lawsuit going on. He was like, don't worry about it. Like nothing's going to happen. It's going to go away. Don't worry. And it wasn't going away. And I was following up the news. I'm like, dude, this isn't going away. And he's like, don't worry. Nothing's going to happen. That's going to happen. And then I remember like telling my husband and sharing it with him. He's like, oh shit, like you're helping buyers right now. And if this happens, like you better be on the seller side. So in 2022 is when I jumped into cold calling, because I was like, oh my God, I got to figure out how to be on the seller side now before SHIT hits the fan. And so, no, I knew it was coming. And so it hasn't really affected me because I was prepared. I was ready for it. So you really just want to be on the seller side. Is it Vasky Nettles? Is that how you say it? Vasky? If it's incorrect, please correct me because my name's Adela, but everybody always says Adele. And I'm like, I get it. So let me know. Hello, everyone. Do you use Lindy AI to automate cold calls and lead generate in the USA? No. I don't want to get in trouble with that. John said, yeah, I'm gonna make cold calls. Whoop whoop. Oh, good. Yay, David and Liz. Okay, good. Here you are. Still no leads, 31 calls, 3 contacts, 35 minutes. No worries. Listen, if you just wanted to end on that note and feel great that you make your cold calls, that is a huge win. If you want to go on for another 30 minutes, great. I'm an hour, 36 minutes, 17 conversations, 1 lead, which I mean, my year to date is 1 out of 15. So that makes sense. I'll do at least an hour, maybe 2. I'm energized and motivated. Woo! 9 contacts, no leads yet. No worries. No worries. Keep going. Listen, there's days I get 0 leads. There's days I get 1. There's days I get 2. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you know at the end of the month, you are going to have like 15, 10, 20, 25, whatever, then like, just be proud. You have to be proud of that. You have to be proud of the work you're putting in. You're only going to get better. Gabriel, watching you. And why did I take my glasses off? I'm getting old. Well, I'm not getting old. It's because I've stared at computers for so long working in corporate America. I have to wear glasses when I look at electronics. Anyways, watching you inspires me to keep going. Thanks for the inspiration. Oh, you're very welcome. Absolutely. Thanks. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye. I will see you mañana.